Well, hello there fans, Graviteam Tactics. I know how much you guys love this game and how much you guys love the entire series, so we're going to go ahead and do a pretty interesting battle here, and honestly, I don't know where the enemy is attacking from. They're supposed to be attacking from the front, but considering our odds and considering that the front is a large mountain going upwards, I think we're going to have to go ahead and go for an attack. Anyway, you know how this guys works, or you guys know how this works, excuse me, and that's going to be, we're going to go ahead and wait for contact. Let's see what happens, guys. And of course the screen lights up again, guys. We are, of course, in mortal battle with the enemy. Of course, you can see that our beautiful, beautiful trenches are holding out pretty well. The great Soviet trenches of glory. As you can see, pretty much wiping out the Germans. We're just hoping that they don't have any tanks. If they don't, it's going to be a beautiful battle. We're also calling in some artillery support, more importantly, some mortar support. And apparently the enemy mortars are falling on us more. Well, that's pretty typical in a Graviteam Accenteus video. Let's make sure that our guys are getting some good hits. And I might even take Limburger. I want to make sure that he spots these guys. He's definitely dropping some mortars on the enemy here, but we want to make sure he sees them. Get them, boys. The Soviet Red Army can destroy these dogs. Now, I'm not going to get these guys out of their trenches, but I do love to see some enemies out of their trenches. And our boys should be doing a much better job. Of course, they're attacking these guys out in front, and they've already taken out a number of Soviets, but it really needs to improve. I mean, I'm not happy with this. It's a nice mortar squad, good job. Keep it up, boys, but no, this is a beautiful trench line, and we're going to waste these Reds, guys. Come on, boys. Come on, Mena! Shoot! I'm talking like a Russian. This is because this is why they are not getting good shots. Look at that. We're just trying to totally wipe out this infantry brigade right here. I'm actually going to grab every single guy in this brigade and just aim for the enemy here. They might not hit them, but at the very least, the mortars will hit them, and I think it's going to be enough. Of course, we got a nice, nasty little line here in front of us. And guys, this is, of course, the Soviet assault. I mean, it's pretty amazing. We're actually going to jump over here. We'll take the camera view and take a look at our mortars. In fact, this is sort of a special mortar of sorts. Boom. So we're just blowing the ever-living shit out of the enemy. I mean, that's what we're doing here. Did you click the family-friendly button? I'm so sorry. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and aim at these guys. And I don't really want to send this guy out, so I'm actually going to keep him here. I think just this part of our army can pretty much take them on. We just need to keep on firing. Get some nice infantry fire here from the trenches. Shows them that the Germans are the best, yo. So now that they've taken over Murnikovka, I believe is the area, we're going to attack, guys. It's incredible how much they've taken over. And of course, we're going to take these guys as well and do a massive attack. And this is really a massive attack. I mean, we're going for everything, guys. We're leaving the trenches. We're going into town. We want to take this from the Russians. I think we can do it. Enemy's asking for a ceasefire, which is hilarious. So we'll keep firing. Definitely enemies here. Well, I guess we better wipe out the host. Let's go for it. These areas are ours anyway, but I kind of wanted to just defend them just to make sure. So we're going to go ahead and go for a full attack on this this group of enemies. We'll even leave our trenches for it. We don't really have to. Not with these guys. I think these Soviets, yeah, these Soviets are completely finished. We don't have to worry about them ever again, and we want to kill as many as possible. Yes, coward, be careful. Be very afraid. We've done the Croatian campaign before. We know how to beat Soviets. Come on now. Like Donald Trump now. We've done the Croatian campaign. We've done a great job. It was amazing. We destroyed them all. Please believe us. Believe us. Give me some kek. Give me some kek. That's what I like to say. I like to say, give me some hard kek. Some long, hard kek. And there we go. We were just blasting away at that Soviet position. I want to make sure to kill as many of them as possible, guys. Yeah, we've got that ceasefire, but it really doesn't mean anything until we actually accept it. And right now, the Soviets are terrified. It's exactly how I want them. A few dead Soviets around the place. And praise Keck. I mean, look at that. We are just crushing the enemy. There's more Soviets over here. Holy shit. They're coming down the hill, guys. They're coming down the hill. We're, of course, going to target all of them. Take a look here at the lead infantry squad, see what they're going after. But yeah, there's a lot of Soviets on that hill. We want to bring in the machine gun fire, the mortar fire, anything we can to destroy them. Limberger is already getting some really good mortar shots on these guys. You can actually see the Soviets trying to get down this hill. These guys aren't dead. They're just taking cover. They don't want to get killed. And shame on them for that. One of them is now dead. And we're going to assault the hill, guys. So we're going up this hill with total anger. See, our men are kind of watching it as the commander moves up. The men are now watching the hill and starting to get some beads on it, basically getting some targets on this particular hill. Here we go, guys. We're moving up. Attacking Zeke. So Ott is throwing the first grenades. I'm sure he's the one attacking this particular position. Even if we don't destroy it, we're going to damage it so much, I believe, that it's going to stop operating. So that's really the goal. But we want to take these guys out, guys, and I think we can do it. A nasty little Soviet charge. We don't have a single frickin' armored vehicle, but I believe the Soviet charge can actually do pretty well. Ott. You're good, my friend. Destroying the enemy. There we go. Get him out. And look at that. Total execution of a Soviet. He's gonna go for another one, guys. This guy's a monster. Come on, Ott. Commander Ott, guys. This guy is Rambo of the Germans. We're not going to let him give up, though. I don't even think he killed that last guy. But we trust in him. We actually got some infantry moving up on him, which is pretty awesome. Enemy is throwing some... No, the enemy surrendered. Beautiful, guys. We got some Soviet surrenders. That's going to go great in the beautiful, beautiful concentration camps we have. We want to make sure that these guys tell the truth. Let's be honest. We want to make sure they tell the truth. So we're going to keep attacking. I could give up right now, but I feel like it's my duty to keep on pushing forward, guys, and kill as many Germans as possible. See how Bloom is doing. Kill as many Russians as possible. Shame on me. I'm already a collaborator. This is not good manner. See a lot of dead Russians on the way, by the way. I mean, there's definitely a significant amount of dead Russians here. They're trying to pull out. As you can see, our German guy just got one of them with a bayonet. There's not many left, but I definitely want to destroy their leadership capabilities, so we want to kill their commanders. Obviously, the Russians would probably kill their commanders first. But we want to make sure these guys are dead. So we're going to keep on moving, guys. Even though this was basically a defensive maneuver, or a defensive mission, we're absolutely going to move on the Russians. Try to kill as many as possible. Kill them, men. Enemy contact, of course. As long as it is not an enemy tank, I think we're fine. So we just have to take on enemy infantry. Guys, it's our job. Vorwärts. Man, get down and start firing, for God's sake. And we could also work towards Barn, which is the last enemy location, but as you can see, we're already getting some nice enemy fire to what I think is an enemy trench system over here. And getting a number of kills. You can see all those dead Russians. So hell, if we can get another kill, I mean, that would be beautiful. Dead, beautiful Russians. What can I say? Alright. We'll take our boys, every single one of them, and we're going to move towards Barn, guys. On an attack. This is a major assault. And you can see the machine gun rounds are already firing. Got plenty of dead Russians in our path. We can deal with those. Ruski Blet. And there we go, guys. We're already opening up on some enemy infantry. So they were definitely waiting for us. 100% certain. We're still going to attack, and we are moving with our full capacity. I mean, mortars, men, whatever we need. We're going to move with everything. Let's go, boys. Spasiba, Deutschland. Enemy machine gun crew, my god. And of course, he's going to fire directly on us. We've got to hit these guys. Who's shooting at them? It looks like Dike. All of these awesome guys are actually opening fire on that machine gun crew, so I'm going to allow them to do that. If they can wipe that thing out soon, then we're going to continue the attack, guys. Few Russians down. If we can get one more, I mean, that is just a regular machine gun. It's definitely not going to fire at our men, so I'm going to keep on moving, guys. I want to take that area. I want to take the barn. See some more enemies over here. For there. Vorwärts. Let our boys go ahead and do this, guys. I mean, if we're going to come this far, we might as well go ahead and take it to the limit. Try to kill as many enemies as we can. This guy's going to drop down with an MP40 or maybe even just a rifle. 98k. And see if we can't kill some of these retreating Russians. There we go, guys. We got the guy with the beautiful enemy machine gun. I believe it's a DPSHK, but we got him. Got to keep moving towards the objective, guys. Cannot give up. Das ist für Deutschland. We're going to keep moving. Of course, they're going to keep hitting us with some nasty artillery fire. But I just don't feel it's right if we surrender at this point. You can see some of the enemy already trying to gain cover. We've got to take Barn, guys. We're not giving up. Favets. And I'm actually going to have these guys go ahead and chase the enemy here. You can actually see like numerous guys getting shots off with just the Mauser rifle, and they're getting good shots. I mean, of course, they're not necessarily hitting their target, but they're certainly aiming in the right direction, and I think that means a lot. We're moving towards Barnes, guys. It's that simple. Enemy fire already. And apparently we have some enemies up here, as well as some commanders. It would be great to take them out. We might have been sending some sort of Spetsnaz naval teams to kill these guys, but I'm not sure if it's worth it, guys. I see them moving with a smoke screen. It could mean that they have some vehicles. They could have some armored cars, and believe it or not, against the infantry we have now, these armored cars would prove pretty damn successful. I'm going to move towards them anyway, but we're still continuing the assault on Barn. We're going to go ahead and fast forward. And already we are opening fire on the enemy. Gloria Soviet Unietska. And glory to the Soviet Union. I think we're going to have to attack here. Just waste these bastards. Already opening fire on every single one of their command positions, basically. I just want to make sure we take these guys out. I mean, you know, we can't have our men moving through this wasteland without at least having the command of the land. And with all of those enemy trenches, I think there's something we must do, man. Yeah, we must keep moving and attacking for the good of the Reich. Won't stop. You can see our boys are really, really hardcore. Some of them have PPSHs stolen from the enemy, but you know, they're ready for some fucking battle. Let's put it that way. These guys are ready for the ultimate battle. Spasiba. Death to all Russians. Fuck them. We can do this, my friends. Freunde. Already opening fire on the enemy. And you can see a ton of enemy soldiers off there on the sort of the expanse. The steppe would be an even more proper name. So I think I might go ahead and turn the attention of these guys on the enemy. Let's take a look and see what they're going through. This is a different Soviet squad. Very close to accepting that ceasefire, believe it or not. Come on, boys, open fire. So right now we're taking a tremendous amount of fire. We're playing as the Germans. We're gonna throw that fire back out right there at the Soviets, and that's beautiful. We've got to keep moving, guys. I think we're close to the barn. You can see all of that beautiful, beautiful smoke, but we're definitely going to go ahead and start opening up. So let's get these guys, das sind Deutsche, start opening up on the enemy. No other way to do this except to do it. Fire, boys. Our boys are going to have to find a location to basically hunker down and start shooting. Come on, boys. Now, some of them are already setting up, ready to fire, but there's a tremendous amount of these guys that don't know what to do. They're basically, newbies to the battlefield, so I hope that Kessler can figure it out, because he needs to start firing downhill at the enemy here, near the barn. Let's move over to Stude. So Stude is taking on these guys. Frontal assault. We don't have a single, anti-tank unit or even a tank unit. Well, man, got a lot of commanders over here in the front line, so we absolutely have to keep firing, guys. Now, we're supposed to be the superior race, the superior attacker here. I know it sounds blasphemous, but we should be able to win this battle. I'm going to set this guy up right here. There we go. We've got some beautiful machine gun fire from Hendrik. And we're going to try to blow these guys apart. Come on, guys. We can do it. A lot of enemy Soviets taking cover. Some of them have already been hit a few times. And I think if we keep the fire up, we can win this battle. Just infantry-wise. And we can also take the objective point. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it, lads. So this is a true German assault, guys. We've even got our leadership up in the front. You see that flag? That means leadership. So I really want Hulbrick to move his ass up. Get a little closer to the front lines, because if he's going to take the enemy on, he better be at the front lines, man. Come on. If you want a commissioned officer position, you better get your ass up to the front, man. Come on. All right, he's firing. That's good. It's a major shark, guys. We got some captives taken. And it looks like it's some Soviets. Yeah, baby. One of them got shot. Nope, he's taking the cover. But it's definitely captives taken. So that's a start, guys. It's a major start. We're still moving across on the enemy, trying to destroy them. Come on, boys. And these boys are going to go to the barn on attack posture, just to make sure that these wonderful German men don't face any firepower whatsoever. Look at that, guys. Beautiful, just amazing trajectory of our machine guns on the enemy. We're going to keep it up. Got to get in those woods no matter what. I mean, I'm sure we've lost enough men as is, but this sort of pays for itself. Playing as the Germans, we want to get some more kills. Let's see how far we can get with the commanders. Keep it up, boys. Massive amounts of machine gun fire going downhill, guys. We're gonna light these bastards up, I'll tell you that. Even if we don't take the barn, we're gonna just light them up. This is right here a true battle, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it, because this is one of the few true Graviteam battles we've ever had. I mean, we're going for the full Monty here. Fire Hooder, come on, man. Get the rest of these bastards. And I can't wait to get the actual objective cost of this entire mission, because I know it's going to cost a lot, but I honestly think it's worth it. Here we go. Hooden and Hooter. You can do this, guys. Oh, shit. One of them got taken out. Come on, boys. You guys see all those Soviet flags? That's basically the area we have to take out. So we want to totally just annihilate that area. However, if you guys take a look, we got the barn. We've got the objective we're looking for. We could, of course, as the Germans, go ahead and just give up. But you can see the massive amount of ordnance and firepower going towards the enemy. You know, we're trying to destroy this enemy. I want to make sure he's dead. But it is a Soviet enemy. We may need to go ahead and be respectful. What can I say? I definitely want to try and take out as many of the commanders as possible, so I'm going to keep on firing. Kill those commanders, son. Just one down, one less that Stalin would kill. Stalin's got to kill him anyway. You know, what difference does it make? So let's kill the Soviet commanders, guys, or take them prisoner. And at that point, we will, of course, accept a total victory. Look at that, boys. I know Haubrich is right up there with the enemy. Just took out one of them. He's going for the second general. Or, in fact, the second commander. And we also took a key point. Although I thought we already had the farm. Goes to show you, you got to be careful. There's a bunch of enemies also in the forest here. And I think at this point, as Germans, we will accept an honorable surrender. Let's attack a little bit more. Koch is very close to his objective, taking out the Soviet infantry. Vorwärts, Koch. Here we go. Nice mortar fire on the Soviet infantry. I don't think it made much of a difference, but still, it's good to see that we're still in the fight. Now Koch is going forward, and he took out... Oh, maybe he's going to take on one of the Soviets. There we go, two! Holy shit, man. Koch just wasted him, man. Like, that's an MG43 or MG34. It could be an MG34, believe it or not. And he just wasted those two Soviets. I mean, just blew them to hell. I mean, wow. That's dedication there. He should definitely earn a medal. So we've taken the objective point. We've done a lot of damage, guys. At this point, we can go ahead and accept the ceasefire, honestly. Probably going to go ahead and keep up the fire on the Forest Battalion, as I like to call them. The partisans. The partisana, yeah. So... we'll go ahead. We'll call this a draw. We've taken all of the objective points necessary as far as I can tell. Let's make sure. Nope. Oh, come on. Yep. It's all ours, boys, and we still have an entire group of Germans ready to attack, so I would call this a victory. I'm going to go ahead and call for the ceasefire, which I accept, and... let's go for the ultra end of turns to kind of see what happened this battle. So, here we go, guys. So it was a draw, believe it or not. Kind of surprised by that. We lost 27 killed, 34 wounded. Enemy lost 119 killed, 112 wounded, and 10 missing, which means they are our prisoners. We lost 3 prisoners. I think that's a great exchange. We had 23 wounded, the enemy had 7. Those guys will be back in battle next turn. What do you guys think of this battle? I mean, did you enjoy it? Do you want to see more, Graviteam tactics? If you do, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button down below, and also have a great day.